Hey everybody, Kyle Kaufman, attorney at hkklawoffices.com, coming back at you with another video. In this video today, I'm going to talk about termination of parental rights. Are you somebody who's in a situation where the other parent has not been involved for an extended period of time and you're wondering, can that parent's rights be terminated? Before I get into that video, I want to remind you that we have other videos on our channel that we encourage you to watch and like, and those videos in this video, and subscribe to our channel so you get notifications when we have more videos that we post. And of course, comments, questions we appreciate so we know what you guys are interested in and we can make more videos for you. All right, so termination of parental rights. This situation comes up a lot here where we have a parent who's been absent in a child's life and somebody will contact me or meet with me and ask, is it possible for us to go ahead and terminate the parental rights of that parent who's not involved? And that's usually met with a scenario such as, like, I've been remarried and my husband or wife wants to adopt, or I'm in a serious relationship and we're thinking about getting married, and we kind of have a discussion like that, okay? The best way that I can answer this question is that courts will terminate the parental rights of a parent if it meets the statutory requirements, okay? That's number one. And if it serves the best interest of the child to terminate the parental rights of that parent, okay? In that determination of best interest, too, the court is going to be looking at, is there a likelihood of adoption? In Wisconsin, the courts don't want to terminate the parental rights of a parent to then have that child only have a legal connection to one parent, where that means only one parent has the legal duty to support the child financially and emotionally, right? So what they're wanting to know is, will there be another parent that would step in and adopt? And a lot of times we call that a step-parent adoption. In those scenarios where somebody says, well, look, I'm in a committed relationship, we're not married, the likelihood of the adoption at the end going through is much lower than it would be if you are married, okay? Now, I'm not giving you a finality, a final advice or anything of that nature, but I'm just telling you that path to get there is going to be much more difficult if you're not remarried. So let's go back to the termination of parental rights part of it, okay? There are a number of categories in Wisconsin that qualify for what we call grounds for termination of parental rights. And there's two ways that you can terminate somebody's parental rights. One, the parent that is absent or otherwise causing some sort of problem that you wish to terminate can agree to voluntarily terminate their parental rights. The person signs a document or comes before a court and says, I agree that my rights can be terminated. Now, again, the court's going to look at that and determine, is there a likelihood of adoption, right? We don't want parents just giving up and coming to court and saying, I terminate my parental rights. That's not what we're talking about. It's a serious situation where the person has thought about it and said, you know, I've looked at it and it's in the best interest for me to exit legally and have the other parent remain involved and that person's new spouse, for example, to adopt, okay? If you're not doing a voluntary termination, it's an involuntary termination. Now, you need to talk to an attorney about what those categories are, what qualifies for an involuntary termination, but I can tell you that a lot of people fall into that. If you're a parent that is not involved and hasn't been involved and, you know, you're doing that on your own free will, fortunately, we're seeing that a lot these days where we have one person, one parent doing the parenting. And let me tell you, it's not always the traditional role of the mother doing that. We have many cases where there are men doing the single parenting, right? And the mother is completely absent. It goes across both genders. Talk to an attorney if you're serious about terminating the parental rights of that other parent and if you've been remarried and wish for that other parent to adopt. Ultimately, what the courts are interested in is making sure a child has stability in their life, right? People that care about them, love them, and that are interested legally in taking on those obligations, that duty to support financially and emotionally. So I hope this was helpful to you as you're thinking about termination of parental rights and whether or not that scenario works for you and your situation. I strongly encourage you to talk to an attorney and reach out and have that consultation and learn more about your situation and the law in your state and how it might apply to you. All right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll be back with more videos and can't wait to see you again. Thanks.